Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some more post 1961 bats. We got the Toronto Blue Jays traveling to Kansas City to take on the Royals in the first of a three-game series. And to lead it off for Toronto, batting in the leadoff spot, playing second is Alomar. Batting second, playing short is Fernandez. Batting third, playing first is Olerud. Batting fourth, playing third base is Guerrero Jr. And batting fifth, playing right field is Barfield. Batting sixth, playing center field is Wells. Batting seventh, left field is Stewart. Batting eighth and doing the catching is Witt. And on the mound, batting ninth is Key. And for the hometown Kansas City Royals, you got leading off playing left field Johnny Damon. Batting second, playing center field is Wilson. Batting third, playing first base is Sweeney. Batting fourth, doing the catching is Perez. Batting fifth and playing right field is Collins. Batting sixth, playing shortstop is Washington. Batting seventh, playing third base is Brett. Batting eighth, playing second base is White. And on the mound and batting ninth is Rinke. Let's get down here to Kansas City and get this game started. And to lead it off for the Blue Jays is Roberto Alomar, batting .294 with no homers and 2 RBIs. ZACK GREINKE's making his third appearance. He's 1-1 with an 0.6 ERA. And here's the pitch to Alomar. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Wilson in center field, and that'll be out number one. And that brings up Tony Fernandez, batting .270, no homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Washington, nice play down there. Scoops it up and throws Fernandez out, and there's quickly two down. John Olerud comes to the plate. John, he's off to a great start, batting .367. He has no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to second. And Frank White makes a nice play down there. Throws over to first, and the sides retired in order. Toronto, nothing. Kansas City coming to the plate with Damon, Wilson, and Sweeney. And Johnny, batting only .133, no homers and 4 RBIs. Jimmy Key's third appearance, 1-0 with a 4.85 ERA. And here's Johnny. That's going to be a fly ball out to Barfield and right for out number one. And up to the plate now is Mr. Wilson, batting .294, no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to John at first. He calls off Jimmy, takes it himself, and there's 1-2. Brings up Mike Sweeney, batting .308. He's got 2 homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play, a 32 and a 41. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike one on Sweeney. And here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be popped up down the third. And sorry, that's a ground ball down the third. He fires over the first. And that'll win the inning. And we go to the top of the second. No score. We got Guerrero, Barfield, and Wills. And Vladimir's batting .343. He's got 2 homers and 7 RBIs. And that's just going to be a swing and a miss. That's Zach Greinke's first strikeout of the game, 1 down. Jesse Barfield comes up, batting .333 with a homer and 10 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. Where's this ball going to go? That ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. Jesse Barfield has just put the Blue Jays on the board. It's 1-0 Toronto. here in the top of the second. And Vernon Wells comes to the plate now with Toronto up 1-0. They got it on. And one out. And Vernon's batting .311 with 3 homers and 12 RBI. And that's going to be a deep fly ball. Wilson drifts back, makes the catch. And there's 2 going. And now you got Mr. Stewart up. Shannon Stewart batting .226 with a homer and 3 RBI. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. ZACK strikes him out. But the Jesse Barfield homer makes it 1-0 Toronto as we go to the bottom of the second. You got Perez, Collins, and Washington due up. Perez batting .276, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. You see Toronto's upcoming schedule. They got 2 more games here in Kansas City. Then they go home to take on the White Sox. Here's the pitch to Perez. And that's going to be a base on balls. So the time runs down at first as Ken Castro joins us here today. And Al Collins comes up with the go-ahead run at the plate. Batting .250. He has a homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be popped up behind home plate. Ernie takes the mask off, makes the catch, and there's 1 down. And that brings up UL and Washington. He's batting .250 also, no homers and no RBI. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Jimmy strikes him out. That's Jimmy's first strikeout of the game. Brings up George Brett now. Perez still down at first. 2 outs now. And Brett's batting .275. He's got a homer and 5 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball. Alomar's got it. He'll fire over to first, and that'll end the inning. Perez gets stranded at first. To the top of the third we go. With the bottom part of the order due up here for the Blue Jays. Witt, Key. Then it turns over to Alomar. And Ernie Witt, batting .333. He's got 4 homers and 11 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Mr. Wilson takes it for out number 1. And Jimmy Key comes to the plate. He's 0 for 5 on the year. And that's going to be 0 for 6. That's a fly ball out to Collins. And Al waits for it, makes the catch, and there's quickly 2 down here in the third. And back to Roberto Alomar, who is 0 for 1 today, flew out in the first. And that's going to be another fly ball. This one out to Johnny and left. And the side's retired. 1, 2, 3 goes Toronto. Bottom of the third, the Blue Jays hanging on to a 1-0 lead. And we got White, GREINKE, and back to Johnny. And Frank White batting .217, no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Roberto. He throws over to John, and quickly 1 down here. And ZACK GREINKE, can he get a base hit here? He's 0 for 4 on the year. And nope. That's a lazy fly ball out to Jesse. He waits for it to come down, and there's 2 down. We're back to the top of the order and Johnny Damon. And Johnny, he flew out to Jesse his first time up. 0 for 1. And that's going to be a base on balls. Johnny gets aboard here with 2 outs. And I think Johnny's going to try to get in scoring position here. That'll be a -5 of 27. 53 or lower. Johnny still second. 53 or lower. And he's in there with a stolen base. So Johnny gets in scoring position here for Mr. Wilson. So the tying run down at second. And Wilson's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Single probably scores Johnny. That's going to be a 40. Team. Let's see here. The team is a 10, 13, 22, 31, 35. Fielding column 1. Pass ball by PB. That's going to be a pass ball That's going to get the runner down the third. So here's the 1-1 pitch to Wilson. And he's going to, against the lefty, that'll be a 12. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. And Mr. Wilson delivers here and ties this ball game up. So the stolen base and the pass ball cost the Blue Jays a run here. And now Mr. Wilson's down at first, and you know he's not sticking around. And that would be a 29. And that'll be a 55 or lower. He's safe. And he's in there with the base. Kansas City running wild here in the third. Ken Castro will like these stolen bases and taking extra bases on the pass ball. Now you got Mike Sweeney up 0 for 1 with a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Mike. And he might deliver here, folks, against the lefty at 12. And that's going to be a single in the right field. And with Mookie's speed, Jesse's got a missile launcher out there with the 39. We'll see what happens here with 2 outs. 2 outs here, a 7, and that'll be a 54 minus the 39 plus the 20. And he's going to score with no throw. So he gets the job done here. And just like that, it's now 2-1 as Kansas City takes the lead. Speed kills, folks. Speed kills. So now you got a runner down at first. Still 2 outs, and Perez is up. And Mr. Sweeney, is he going to try to take off on an F? He going to stay put, Mr. Sweeney is. So Sweeney's down at first. Perez, he walked his first time up. And that's going to be a 9. And that'll be an 11. And that's going to be another hit. That's a line drive in the left field. And Sweeney will stop at second. And they're just dinking and dunking Jimmy Key to death here. Now you got in second. All this happening with 2 outs. Both runs have scored with 2 outs here. And now you got runners at first and second. And Al Collins is up. Al, he popped up to Ernie Witt his first time up. And that's going to be a 40. And the team, that's going to be a wild pitch. Now you got runners at second and third and 2 outs. This inning is starting to get away from the Blue Jays here. A base hit here could bust this game open. Collins now with the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to do it. That's going to be a ground ball down the third. Vladimir's up with it, fires across the diamond. But the Kansas City Royals scored 2. Take a 2-1 into the top of the 4th. You got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here though for Toronto. Fernandez, Olerud, and Guerrero. Tony is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a rare play. 46 and a 39. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Give me 1 second here, folks. I got a phone call. All right, sorry about that. Got that taken care of. And here we are in the top of the fourth. And let's see here. That was a swing and a miss by Fernandez. So here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be against the righty. It's going to be a ground ball down the short, I believe. And yeah, that's a ground ball down the short. See if he can do the job here. Where's old Carlos at? This will come in the game here. And Carlos won, batting 125. No homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a rare play, a 37 and a 44. And that's going to be hit out to center field. Mr. Wilson's out there today. 54 and a 3. And that is barely column number 1. And that's a nice play by Wilson. Nice dive and catch. And now there's 2 outs. Nice play, a little tip of the cat for Wilson there. So now you're back to Alomar up with nobody on. Alomar is 0 for 2. Did walk his last time up. Here's the pitch to Roberto. It's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Johnny calls, makes the catch, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 2-1. Let's see who's going to come out here and pitch. Got the righties coming up here. So Dwayne Ward's going to come out of the bullpen. Pitch to these righties. Where's Mr. Ward? There he is. Let's see here. And John Mayberry's going to come in and pitch hit for Sweeney and stay in the game and play first. That'll get the lefty in the game. Plus, John's a better fielding first. So that'll take care of 2 birds with 1 stone here. Here's John. Big John. Big Bad John. And John's only batting 167. He does have a homer and 6 RBIs. 2-1 game, nobody on. John will lead it off here. And that's going to be a base on balls. Kansas City will take it. He walks on down to first. So insurance run down at first. Let's see here. And Perez is going to stay in the game. He is 1-for-1 today. He's been walked. He's been hit by a pitch in the third. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes out Perez for out number 1. And Al Collins is going to stay in the game for defense. Al is 0-for-3. He has popped up, grounded out, and flown out. And that's going to be a double play ball. Just with the order if you're a Toronto fan. 4-6-3. And that'll end the inning, folks. We go to the top of the ninth. It's a 2-1 game. And Mr. Davis is warming up. If anybody gets on base, that'll be it for Zach. He's going to try to finish this game off. You got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. And we need to put John in at first. So John stays in the game at first. And Tony is 1-for-3. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Al. He camps under it, and there's one down. John Oldleroot comes up. And John is 0-for-2. He did walk his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Washington. And now there's 2 outs. And it's up to Mr. Guerrero to keep this game going. Down to the last out, the Blue Jays are. Vladimir's 0-for-3. He has struck out twice and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down to John Mayberry. Comes in the game for defensive purposes. It works out. He calls off Zach, and that's your ball game, folks. The pitching duel we had here today. Zach GREINKE, a 2-hit, 1-run game. Let's go to the box score here and check it out. And Kansas City 2 runs on just 4 hits and no errors. The Blue Jays 1 run on 2 hits and no errors. That gave up 1 bad. That was it. And the 2 hits were Fernandez and Jesse Barfield with a homer. Blue Jays are 0-for-1 with runners in scoring position. Only left 3 men on base. And not much offense for Kansas City, but they did their job. Back there in the third, in the third inning, got those 2 runs. They just nickeled and dimed themselves in there. They were 2-for-5 with runners in scoring position. And don't forget those running the bases. Johnny Damon with 2 stolen bases. That helped out. They left 6 men on base. Jimmy Key, he drops the 1-1. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, walked 4, and struck out 1. Ward comes in, pitches 1 inning, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Zach goes the distance. He goes to 2-1, 9 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, walked 2, and struck out 6. Gave up that 1 home run to Jesse Barr. Checked out the American League standings and leader. And with that loss, the Yankees are now 5.5 games up on Baltimore. The Red Sox and Blue Jays are 6 games back, and Tampa Bay 7. And in the Central with the win, Kansas City goes to a game up on the Tigers. Indians are a game and a half back. The Twins 2.5. The White Sox 3. And out west, the Rangers lead the LA Angels by 2.5. Seattle and Oakland are 4 games back. And Mickey Rivers is leading the American League with a 386 average. And Ramirez for the Indians has 6 homers. And Roger Maris with the Yankees with 13 RBIs, leading the league. And David Price with a 0 ERA. Yount and Wakefield with 3 saves. And JJ and Wetland both with 4 saves on the year. Right now, Kenny Lofton's leading in the MVP voting, and Tim Wakefield leading in the Cy Young. Take a look here at the next game. It'll be the second game of this series. See what the match looks like here. And it's going to be the old veteran Doyle Alexander going up against Kevin Apier. Should be an interesting matchup. I want to thank Ken Castro for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, folks, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for a reminder. And hit that like button. It don't cost anything to do those 3 things. Till next time, you all have a great day and take